magic formula. You know what the magic formula is? Play better than the other team. Out-execute the other team. Do your job one play at a time. Play fast, play physical, play smart, have fun. That's it.
Get yours back today, man. Let's follow these boys.
Shotgun snap. Out to keeper running right. Across the 5, diving for the end zone. Florida Atlantic, a touchdown for Michael Johnson Jr. Out of the gun, wants to throw, pressured, runs right, flag flies, and still sacked is Archie. Desmond Tisdall would not be denied. Catches it outside the numbers, 33-yard line, made one man miss, hung on, he's to the 40 to midfield. Wester cuts left and right to the 30, near numbers 20, right sideline 10, 5, touchdown, FAU, LeJonte Wester.
That's one. We went 1-0. Job well done. You can have both. You can have both. You can enjoy a win, especially one like this. But also know that when you wake up tomorrow, man, the journey continues.
The Owls went into Raymond James Stadium, home of the NFL Buccaneers, and plundered a convincing 56-14 win over the University of South Florida. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Inside the Owls Burrow alongside the Haggerty family head football coach Tom Herman. I'm Frank Fort. I don't know if we could say we saw that coming, but I get the feeling that it had been percolating for a while, that kind of offensive outburst, and it came at a much-needed time.
Well, I think so. Yeah, we obviously played some very stout defenses in previous weeks. We have gone through a quarterback change. We dealt with some ridiculous conditions in the second half of the Tulsa game. So I think everybody in the building knew what we were capable of offensively, and for one reason or another, we hadn't really gotten that side of the ball untracked, and it was good to see them have the kind of showing on a Saturday that everybody around the program kind of knows is there.
Coach Herman's interview each week is brought to you by Phil Smith Automotive, driving the Owls to victory together in style. Well, we say this every week. LeJonte Wester had a big game, 10 catches, over 100 yards and a touchdown, 67-yard punt return for a touchdown. But then you look at Tony Johnson having a career day. Yeah. Jaquan Burton got involved, and Devin Price made the catch of the year so far. So I know you were happy to see those other wide receivers step up really for the first time since the Monmouth game.
Yeah, and we had been getting asked that question kind of, throughout the last few weeks, and the ball goes where the defense dictates that it goes, and dependent on coverage and blitz and all of that. And so, Daniel's really good at reading the field, and when the defense said to throw it to somebody other than LeJonte, he did. And you're right, it wasn't that they made the routine play, it was that they were making some pretty spectacular plays. And that was really good to see because, again, we've seen that in that position group throughout our time here, and it was nice for them to be able to finally do it on a Saturday, where they were able to show everybody what we kind of already knew.
When you have 600 yards almost in total offense, that means the offensive line's doing a great job. But you talked after the game about balance, and that doesn't necessarily mean an equal number of runs or passes, but giving or taking what the defense is dictating they'll give you.
It's at the end of the day, the defense has the chalk last. When we say set hit, they can do whatever they want within the rules. And so they can have all 11 guys on the line of scrimmage trying to stop the run, and if that's the case, then you better be able to throw the ball to win the game. And they can drop and play cover 2 or drop 8 in coverage. You better be able to run the ball to win the game. And so that, to me, is a balanced offense, and I thought the offensive line, to your point, played extremely well considering the confusion that Todd Orlando and that defense is known for. Did a really good job of just getting hats on hats, as we like to say. Just, at least we're on the right people, because that's difficult against that scheme. But to be able to, along with play calling and the quarterback play and O-line play, be able to take what the defense was giving us pretty much, all day, very consistently, that was good to see.
And the Michael Johnson Jr. red zone package, very productive. He scored twice. He was in the game when Larry McCammon, handed it off, and he scored. So that package gave them a lot of problems.
Yeah, and I think, his second touchdown, a lot of people don't know that was a design pass. And, USF, to their credit, did a good job covering the receivers, and Mike, pulled the ball down and ran for a touchdown. So having a guy there that does train as a quarterback, is a quarterback in our mind, still going through some injury rehab stuff, but throws it well enough at this point. That's a real quarterback back there that can really do some damage with his legs too.
Defensively gave up about 280 yards in the first half, but in the second half, just about 100 yards even, pitch a shutout, and when they had to throw the ball more, the pass rush jumped up and had 6 sacks. So against what was a very productive offense coming into that game, that was a terrific job.
Wow, yeah, and I've seen up tempo, having coached in the Big 12 and coached in this conference and the American Conference, back in the day as well. I've seen up tempo offenses. I've never been on the sideline for something that fast and frenetic. And did we give up some plays that we'd like to have back? Yes, we did. But we bowed our back, so to speak, and came up big in the red zone, especially on the first drive. I think that was, you never want to go back and say the game changed on the first drive of the game, but I think, they were kind of having their way with us there for a few plays, and to be able to knock the ball loose and give it back to our offense, so I thought they, against an offense that is that explosive and plays at that tempo and as short-handed as we went into the game and then increasingly became more of throughout the game, I thought our defense, held their own really, really well.
You took the state of Florida flag, your players did, to the game. When we got home from Tampa about 1 a.m. off the bus, they went out to midfield and planted it. Now, FAU and USF are the only schools in Florida in the American. You probably recruit the same players. You want to win that battle every time if you can.
I do know when there's 2 schools only in your conference, and in the talent-rich state that we're in the state of Florida, that winning and competing for championships matters. And we work too hard, kids work too hard all day, all season to not reap the benefits of that. And so they don't give you a win and a half when you beat the team in your state. They just give you one. And we got one win, and it was a good one, and it felt good to do it against a team from our own state. But they all count the same, and we've moved on just the same.
Real joy in that locker room after the game. Well, coming up next, homecoming, wear red, 6 o'clock Saturday against UTSA, the champs from Conference USA the past 2 seasons, coming off a 41-20 win over UAB. And 2 numbers for fans to remember, 0 and 1. Yeah. 0 is Frank Harris, their veteran quarterback, has accounted for 106 touchdowns in his career, rushing and passing. And Trey Moore has 2 3-sack games this season, and that'll get your attention.
Thanks for reminding me. Yeah, no, this is a really, really good football team, and Coach Traylor, I got a ton of respect for him and what he's built there at UTSA, because he's doing it the right way. He's recruiting really good players, but it takes more than really good players to win championships. And he's taking those really good players, he's developing them, and most importantly, he's developed a championship culture. And so let's not compare ourselves to what we just played. Let's compare ourselves to what we're about to play, the 2-time champs. And this will be a really, really good test for us in terms of, how much we've grown, and can we defend 2 of the, or defend or neutralize 2 of the best players in our conference.
All right, it's our favorite part of the show, Tom Herman's Pop Culture Pop Quiz, brought to you by FAU MBA in Sport Management. It's movies this week. My favorite actor, I'm going to give you 5 seconds to mull it over. Then in 25 seconds, name as many movies as you can with Denzel Washington. Okay. So we'll count down, 3, 2, 1, and go.
Training Day, Inside Man, I believe. Training Day, Inside Man. Oh gosh, Glory. We're talking about Coach Carter, right? No. Oh, that's all right. The one in the South. Where Remember the Titans.
And time.
Probably out. Dang, I didn't do really well.
Okay. The Manchurian Candidate. I love that movie.
I didn't get that.
Okay. The Equalizer. There's 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, I could have gotten.
Crimson Tide.
Yeah, that was really good.
Malcolm X.
Malcolm, he was good in that.
Philadelphia.
Philadelphia, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm stinking lately, man. I gotta do some more research.
Well, you got other things on your mind.
I do.
Good luck against UTSA. We'll talk to you next week. Coming up, get to know outside linebacker Courtney McBride in Pads Off. That's straight ahead on Inside the Owls Burrow.
Hey there, South Florida. Jason Graciano from Phil Smith Acura here, and we've got something exciting to share. We're proud to announce our newest partnership with FAU Athletics. Basketball, football, baseball, tennis, you name it, and we're in it together. At Phil Smith Acura, we're all about excellence, just like the athletes at FAU. Drive an Acura with unmatched performance and support your local FAU team. It's a winning combination. Come on down to Phil Smith Acura or visit us online at philsmithacura.com. Experience excellence on and off the road. Let's drive South Florida forward together.
There's something about the power of integrity. That's why we aren't in the business of creating sales.
Go Solar Power, how can I help you?
We're focused on creating value. Call us old-fashioned, but we believe trust isn't just given. It's earned. Go Solar Power, a service experts company.
The Sport MBA program has a really great curriculum designed to help prepare students for real-world application.
The faculty at FAU really took the time to get to know me, help me get my foot in the door, and network with the right people.
Really prepared me for all the challenges of the workplace, whether it's time management, provided me with the educational background. Most importantly, it gave me real-life practical experience.
The program offers you lots of opportunities to experience the fast-paced world of South Florida sports.
Inside the Owls Burrow is presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, the official sports medicine provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics. By Cedar Foods, Cedars Know Better Hummus. By FAU MBA in Sport Management, helping the sports and entertainment executives of tomorrow. By Phil Smith Acura, driving the Owls to victory together in style. By Sage Dental, official dental provider of FAU Athletics. Book at mysagedental.com. And by Shiner Law Group, the injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more.
So this is kind of a staple play we have in our goal line package and short yardage, trying to make it look like a downfield throw. But in reality, so you're going to see LeJohntay run a route, but in reality, we're throwing a screen behind the line of scrimmage, which is legal in college football. You can throw it behind the line of scrimmage and block downfield. You see Tony Johnson doing a nice job selling the route, but then doing his job blocking downfield, which sets up an easy score for Zeke, having blocked the guy trying to cover him in man coverage.
Pads Off is brought to you by Sage Dental, official dental provider of FAU Athletics. Book at mysagedental.com. Welcome back to Inside the Owls Burrow. This week on Pads Off, my guest is outside linebacker Courtney McBride from Georgia. Now, growing up in Georgia, did you like the Falcons or did you have a favorite player?
Yeah, I had a favorite team, Atlanta Falcons. Still my favorite team to this day.
And player?
Hassan Reddick. Play for the Eagles.
All right, let's get to our Pads Off questions. What celebrity would you want to be your best friend?
Probably Russell Westbrook.
Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
Okay. You like the hoops game?
Yeah. I always watched him growing up, and just, he a dog.
If the space program was looking for volunteers to explore an alien planet, would you sign up?
Yes. I always want to explore space. Like, I always like to really like star watching, stargaze and all that, so I'm into that type of stuff.
What's the favorite app you have on your phone?
Candy Crush.
Candy Crush.
Yeah.
Play that a lot?
Yeah.
Would you rather spend a week alone in the forest or one night in a real haunted house?
A week alone in the forest. I can't do scary, like, I don't like scary movies, I don't like scary things, scary clowns, none of that.
You don't do ghosts?
Nah, none of that.
The chore at home that you had to do growing up that you absolutely hated to do?
My mom gonna be mad at this, but having to sweep the carpets, cause we ain't had no vacuum at work, I hated doing that growing up. And they always picked me, cause I was like the middle child to do it, so.
What's your biggest or most irrational fear?
Waking up in a large body of water, like just surrounded around water, no land, like that's my biggest fear.
Favorite cartoon character you had as a child?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob. All right, when you're not watching what you eat, what's your favorite junk food?
Probably Funyuns.
Funyuns?
Yeah, either hot or regular, it don't matter.
All right, you said Alex Achkavich is funny. Is he your funniest teammate?
Nah, funny teammate probably Jacob Murfield.
Okay. What makes him funny?
He's just a character, like, you gotta get to know him at first. Like, at first he like real standoffish, like to himself. When you get to know him, he's pretty funny. Like, he brings some funniness to everything we do.
Last question for Courtney McBride. If you had a warning label, what would it say?
He's hard to read. So very hard to read. I can say that, like, from a distance.
Sounds good. Thanks for taking the pads off and being with us this week.
For sure, appreciate it, Frank.
Coming up, special teams coordinator and tight ends coach Chad Lunsford is wired for sound.
Oh, we're soft, we're soft, we're soft. Gotta gain ground, gotta gain ground.
That's next on Inside the Owls Burrow. Welcome back to Inside the Owls Burrow. Through the first 6 games of the season, the Owls special teams have been very good. That phase of the game is coordinated by Chad Lunsford, who also coaches the FAU tight ends. Here's Coach Lunsford at practice, wearing the microphone. Wired for Sound is brought to you by Shiner Law Group, the injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more.
We got to get up in here, get them to account for you, right? And don't forget now, our forwards on this block, we want to tighten down as much as we can and know you're on the zone side block, right?
That means when you go in, you're 100%, but I make sure you get 50% reps. Bend your knees, football stance. Chest over knees, knees over toes, eyes up. Strike, shed. Let's go, stay on your guys, stay on your guys, stay on your guys. We got that one, here we go. All right, let's go. One posse in the trap. One posse in the trap. Money team ready. Money team ready. Here we go. Right down the heart. Dark zone, Lupo. Rip. Ready, break. Here we go. Full cover. Full cover. It's on you. There it is. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. 2 and 3. Maybe we can catch up sometime today. Can't tell what we got. Looks head up. Oh, we're soft. We're soft. We're soft. Gotta gain ground. Gotta gain ground. Woo! Tuck it. Chin it. Chin it. Do it, oh. Do it, oh. Do it, oh. Why did he do that? I couldn't see it. Why did he do that? Hey, you gotta feel like they're gonna cross your face right there, right? Think about hat speed. Man, I gotta get my hat across, right? Why did you go to the alley on that book? Beautiful. Love that answer. What's the most important thing here? Reading the first, depth and width, then read the guard, right? That's the way to play. We get in that wide receiver stance, man. We got to bend at our knees so we can drive off that front foot.
Use your feet and not your hands. You're more than likely going to be okay.
Okay.
The difference is, because we talk about strong arming, okay, our hands are inside, that's the way we teach. Thumbs up, elbows tight, hands inside. Yep. And now our body strong arms it.
Great.
That's the strong arm.
Coming up, he's made the jump from FCS football to this level. The story of Jackson Ambush is next on Inside the Owls Burrow.
At Sage Dental, you'll experience a modern, family-friendly approach to dentistry. From pediatric dentistry and orthodontics to cleanings and oral surgery, we've got the latest technology to provide your family the best dental care all in one place. And for a limited time, get a free new patient exam and x-rays, plus a free ProClean Sonic toothbrush at your first hygiene visit. Book your appointment today at mysagedental.com. Sage Dental. Open up and say awesome.
To win at this game, you have to put in the work, know the game plan, and execute. At Duffy's, our game is always on.
At Delray Hyundai, it's getting hot, and we're not talking about the weather. We are bringing the heat with savings on over 175 new vehicles in stock and ready for you to take home today, with even more on the way. Or lease a 2023 Elantra SE for just $199 per month with zero down. That's right, zero down and just $199 per month. Plus financing rates as low as 0% on select 2023 models. That's right, financing rates as low as 0%. Visit Delray Hyundai today or online at delrayhyundai.com.
Once you try Cedar's authentic hummus, you'll understand why people can't stop spreading it. I cannot stop eating this. Dipping it. I am obsessed. And sharing it. Only the good stuff. Cedar's. No better hummus.
We are bringing the heat with savings at Delray Genesis, like a lease on a 2023 G70 for just $329 per month, or financing rates as low as 2.9% on select new 2023 models. Visit Delray Genesis today.
Inside the Owls Burrow is presented by Baptist Health Orthopedic Care, the official sports medicine provider of Florida Atlantic Athletics. By Adidas. By Cedars, no better hummus. By FAU MBA in Sport Management, nationally renowned and ranked number 11 globally. By Phil Smith Acura, driving the Owls to victory together in style. By Sage Dental, the official dental provider of FAU Athletics. Book at mysagedental.com. And by Shiner Law Group, injury lawyers that get you more because you deserve more. Welcome back to Inside the Owls Burrow. At the midway point of the season, the Owls' leading tackler is linebacker Jackson Ambush. Lightly recruited coming out of high school in Maryland, he went to an FCS school, Albany, in New York State, got his degree, and last spring arrived here at Florida Atlantic. This player feature is brought to you by Go Solar Power, lowest payment, best equipment, #1 solar installer. Were you disappointed in your number of offers?
Honestly, no. Like, everybody that came through, just like the big Power 5 schools that weren't interested, I was like, okay, I just took what Albany was my only offer, so I just went with it and ran with it and made the best of it.
You had a lot of success there, so what led you on this path to FAU? Honestly,
After I graduated, that was my goal as always, because ball's not forever, so I wanted to graduate and get my bachelor's, and then the whole portal thing, and you know, I looked into it, talked to my family, you know, prayed about it a little bit, and then I entered, and my goal is just to go south, and I think this is further south that I could get. So, yeah, I'm down here in South Florida now.
So give me a scouting report on yourself. What do you bring to the table as a linebacker?
Definitely, you know, on the board, you know, studying the playbooks. I'm very good with that, tackling as well. Great leader, very vocal, able to get people in the right places when need be.
Have you noticed even just at practice that is there a big difference in level of play or competition, or not so much?
I would just say the big man up front. That's the big difference here, and depth. I mean, they can rotate it. We got 11 guys in our room, and then also, you know, just up front, they can just rotate guys in and out, and that's the biggest thing in my eyes through FCS and FBS for sure.
Now tell me what your degree is in.
So I got my degree in Homeland Security.
With the long-range goal of?
Hopefully joining the FBI, ATF, something like that, one day, government agency.
Did you always have an interest in law enforcement, or how did that come about?
So that came about, I have a family friend, so my sisters played travel softball, and I had a family friend, and he would always tell me stories when I was little, and it made me really interested in it. And then I originally was majoring in business at Albany, and then I sat there, and it was my first economics class, and I was like, I can't be behind a desk the rest of my life. So I got a little interested in Homeland Security, did a little classes, dabbled in it a little bit, and then made the switch and got my degree this past May.
Tulsa needs a first down at the FAU 48. Braxton, pressure, wrapped up, and he's sacked back at the 38-yard line. Jackson Ambush got him.
With a last name like Ambush, is there any doubt that you would have been a linebacker in football?
Honestly, you know, when I first started, I really didn't. I was O-line, like in youth league, all the way through youth league, and then high school played a little bit of fullback, and then now I'm a linebacker, and it just fits now, and everybody loves it. So, you know, I'm blessed with the last name. Definitely stands out a lot.
Ambush, along with the rest of his teammates, will be wearing new uniforms this Saturday against UTSA. Here's a look at the new threads modeled in style on the water. That's our show for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Frank Fort. We'll see you next week on Inside the Owls Burrow.
This has been a presentation of Playfly.
Hi, my name is David Shiner, and at Shiner Law Group, you're more than just a number, you're part of our family.
If you become injured, call my dad.
Call me, David Shiner, and let my team of legal professionals help you get what you deserve.
Bicycle accident, call Dave Shiner. Car injury, call my dad. Slip and fall, call my dad. Call my dad.
Car accident, call me, call Dave Shiner.
The Sport MBA program has a really great curriculum designed to help prepare students for real-world application.
The faculty at FAU really took the time to get to know me, help me get my foot in the door, and network with the right people.
Really prepared me for all the challenges of the workplace, whether it's time management, provided me with the educational background. Most importantly, it gave me real-life practical experience.
The program offers you lots of opportunities to experience the fast-paced world of South Florida sports.
We are bringing the heat with savings at Delray Genesis, like a lease on a 2023 G80 for just $479 per month, or financing rates as low as 2.9% on select new 2023 models. Visit Delray Genesis today.
Once you try Cedar's authentic hummus, you'll understand why people can't stop spreading it. I cannot stop eating this. Dipping it. I am obsessed. And sharing it.
Only the good stuff.
Cedar's. No better hummus.
There's something about the power of integrity. That's why we aren't in the business of creating sales.
Go Solar Power, how can I help you?
We're focused on creating value. Call us old-fashioned, but we believe trust isn't just given. It's earned. Go Solar Power, a service experts company.